What's up, guys? As is the case every single year, January was a pretty shitty, forgettable month for movies, but now we are back with the review for Alita Battle Angel. Now, Alita was produced by James Cameron, who of course we know for Titanic and Avatar, and is directed by Robert Rodriguez. It takes place about 500 years in the future, I believe. There's been a great war which has devastated the entire planet, and now society is divided into the haves and the have-nots. The haves live in this floating epic city in the sky, while the have-nots are stuck on Earth living in what's called Iron City, and they're basically just scrounging for survival. That's where we meet the character of Dr. Idol, played by Christoph Waltz, and he's in this metal scrapyard just looking for parts because he's a cybernetic doctor specialist, and he comes across a preserved human brain who then turns out to be Alita. So he takes her back to his lab, he gives her a cybernetic body, and boom, she's created. And at first she doesn't know who she is, where she came from, she has the amnesia, but then all of a sudden it's like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix.
I know Kung Fu.
Yup, this girl can kung fu, yo. She can really kick some ass because, of course, she's a battle angel. Now that means that other people are looking for her now, they want to get her back, and there's your movie. Now when I first saw the trailer for this film many months ago, I thought, oh man, this movie looks kind of cool, can't wait to see it. And then I found out that it's based off a Japanese manga, so even more so I was anxious to see it, because not because I read the manga, but I'm really a fan of anything that turns from comic books to movies, just because the whole transition from an animated source to the big screen just really intrigues me. It's really fun to watch, so I was really looking forward to how they would make that transition from page to screen, and they've done an excellent job with this movie because the visuals in Alita are freaking stunning. The CGI, the world they created is amazing. The Alita herself, oh my god, you know, a lot of times while watching the movie I forgot that she's not a real human actor, she's a CGI character, but because they bring so much warmth and personality to her. I don't know who played the character, I'm sorry, but whoever did that, she did an amazing job, and the CGI team did an amazing job because, you know, she just looks so real, you get invested in her. But I especially loved her relationship with Christoph Waltz character, that father-daughter dynamic that they shared. It was a really touching, close family relationship that they created. Her relationship with her love interest, I wasn't really buying it as much, but her love interest's character is integral to the story to move the plot along. But other than that, I didn't really care for him either way. There are other actors in this movie, Jennifer Connelly, Mahershala Ali, great names of course, but really not utilized to their full potential. The characters are really underwritten, so could have been played by any actor to be honest. But Alita herself, Christoph Waltz are both really great, and the action scenes, oh my god, the action scenes are freaking amazing. The choreography, the creativity, the amount of detail in them. Robert Rodriguez does a great job in just putting these great action sequences to the screen. Alita, man, she just kicks all sorts of ass. And by the way, if you're thinking this is a movie based on a comic book so it can be geared toward kids, you better be a little bit careful because this movie can get a little gruesome and dark at some points, and there's a lot of machine on machine violence, and so it can get really dark and gritty. So there's some really cool machine kills, but I don't know if it's necessarily good for like a 4 or 5-year-old, so just be aware of that. And as far as a 3D, I'll just say this, I don't like 3D at all. I hate it almost with a passion, but I did watch this movie in 3D because I thought that it could benefit from the 3D aspect. And I'll say this, the 3D was good. It did add a little to the film. Is it necessary to watch this film in 3D? If you're a fan of 3D in first place, of course go for it. It's done really well. But if you're like me and you don't really care for 3D, then skip it, just watch it in 2D, it'll be just as good. I just can't get over that whole darkness of the 3D glasses, and yeah, there were some depth perception things that were kind of cool that added to the film, but overall, didn't really need it, so that's just my opinion on the 3D. Overall, this film is fun, there's lots of great action, good character development, great relationships, good drama in the movie. Of course, they're trying to set up a franchise and a sequel here, and there's actually a pretty cool cameo at the end. You like realize, whoa, that guy's in the movie? I kind of want to see where this goes now, so I hope this movie does well. I hope it earns that sequel because I want to see more of Alita Battle Angel. So for me, Alita Battle Angel gets a 8 out of 10. Thanks so much for watching my review. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, MC on Film, for more movie reviews in the future.